What's going on? My name's Kurt Bob. I really appreciate you tuning in today. What you doing? What you doing? Huh? You pooping? You working? Chilling? Huh? You on your phone or your tablet or what? I'm just chilling at my computer desk recording a voiceover for this time lapse of a painting I recorded a few weeks ago. And I had a pretty decent day, but this is probably my seventh take because I always overthink what I say, and this is going to be my final take no matter what. So, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions at all. Go ahead and ask me anything you want, and I'll answer if I feel like it. Do you have a favorite Bob Ross painting that you've done or episode you like to watch? This painting was actually inspired by an episode named Dimensions, or that was the name of his painting. He used like tape to tape off and make it look a little more psychedelic. And I skipped those steps, but I also changed it up, made it on a bigger canvas, did more mountain detail, changed the highlight colors a little bit, just deviated from it, but I kind of followed his steps because that's kind of where my comfort zone is right now. This is probably only my 20th painting or so. So, which brings me to a point. If you like this painting and think it's cool, but you also don't think you could do it, you're lying to yourself. Because you could do that. Your painting would be slightly different. Certain ways would be better. Certain ways would probably be worse. It would really all be subjective. But Bob Ross tells you anyone can paint, and it's so true. I've convinced several people that do not know how to paint, would never know how to paint, to at least try it, and they've all put out a painting that was really good and way better than they thought. So anyways, I'm not going to bug you too much, but I really double dog dare you to try a Bob Ross painting or an acrylic painting or something, because you'll never know. Try some sort of art that you've never tried. Try picking up an instrument or something. You will surprise yourself. What else is going on? All right, some changes I wanted to make to this painting. Not changes, but some improvements I wanted to make as I did this painting was these trees that I'm doing right now. Little mid-ground trees. Pretty much all my trees, foreground, background, mid-ground. I know I've never been in love with them. So I've always had individual trees that I've been happy with that I can't quite replicate regularly. So I do like the way I did the background, especially kind of mid-ground trees down there. I like how they kind of look like they are on, they look more realistic than my other trees is, I guess what I could say. And I liked that I really think the land on the left turned out pretty realistic, and I like the way the hills worked with each other and the way the highlights and the lowlights worked. And another thing I wanted to improve as I was doing this painting is I wanted my background mountains to have finer detail and the foreground mountains to have bigger, clunkier detail as they would. And I feel like I succeeded pretty well. I was a little hyper-focused on the fine detail in the background mountains to where I didn't quite bring those highlights all the way down, as you can see by that little V. But it's kind of a happy accident. I like the way it gives a little rear light to those foreground mountains. I messed with it a little bit on the right side, but overall I'm happy. I really am happy with the grass on the left that I just put down there, and some more of this grass as it comes up. And my little foreground tree idea, I really am pretty happy with it. Doing a little bit of rocks there. You guys watch that Bob Ross documentary on Netflix? Dude, it's pretty tough. It's pretty heavy. Let's just say it makes you kind of salty for everything you own that you thought was going, you bought with Bob Ross's face on it, that you think would be going to his kid. It ain't. None of it is. So, sorry for the spoiler. It's information I feel like everyone should know, even if they don't watch the whole thing. There's no way to really help him out right now. Just keep him in your thoughts. His name's Steve Ross. He's a good dude. Now, my tree's on the right. A couple notes for myself there. I did them equidistant from each other. Doesn't look super real. I did the highlights on the background tree after I did the highlights on the foreground tree. Should have done it different. I got a little lazy with the highlights in the foreground. My path was a little lazy. I think I just wanted to finish. I should have stopped and come back the next day. Or should have stopped and come back the next day. I don't think a break would have worked at this time. I was pretty late at night. But, well, I do pretty much call that good. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today, and let me know. Seriously, ask me anything you want in the comments. Who knows if I'll read them or not, or when I'll post again, because, oh boy. But I hope you're out there doing the best you can, and encouraging others around you to do the best you can, and they can, and I'll continue trying to do the best I can here. See you next time.